guys, welcome back to my channel. CockyRetrospect here. Today I really just wanted to do a sit down and chat with you guys. I am going to be pre-pooing my hair. This is the twist out that I had done with the Cantu. For those of you that did want to know how long it lasted, I would say about 4 days, which is honestly my usual. It actually really lasted a good while. I posted a few pictures on my Instagram and I absolutely loved it when I fluffed it out. And so fluffing it out also doesn't help to prolong the longevity of the style, but sometimes, you know, when you just love big hair, you just have to do it because it's getting a little tangly and tangles lead to breakage, which is not what we're looking for. So yeah, I'm gonna be pre-pooing today with warm water and Melanin hair care because I was serious when I said I actually really love this stuff. Okay, a lot of you guys have reached out to me concerning things that you could do for your hair to help you retain length. I just thought that it would be a better idea to probably put it in a video, and so I can just point to that and just be like, hey, I actually made a video about it and you can check it out, just so you guys can have it like as a reference. Okay, and I also have to preface this by saying, most important thing, hair is trial and error. You name it, I've gone through it trying to find what works for me. So watching a video can definitely help you, give you things that you can definitely incorporate into your natural hair journey, but for the most part you're going to have to just go through failures trying to find wins, and it'll be most fulfilling when you do find the wins if you are really going through a journey and you do just want to find what's best for your hair. Okay, great, let's get into it. So the number one thing, and I think I definitely mentioned this in my first video, but the number one thing that I recommend everybody try, you don't have to stick to it because again, different things work for different people. If you have not tried it yet, try having a regimen. I know it's difficult to stick to a regimen, trust me, but what I found was that having a regimen actually saved me so much more time during my week. The most difficult thing in having a regimen is the discipline to sticking with it. So I think that also other people get overwhelmed with how to create a regimen for themselves. You can just make it super basic and super simple. For 6 months, I put my hair in twists, and I'm gonna detail everything that I did, my entire regimen for that whole of 6 months. See, I even have the products. I'm gonna show you guys everything because I really want you guys to succeed. I really, truly do want you guys to succeed. You see, I'm not even paying attention to my hair doing my pre-poo. I'm here with the goods to tell you guys what I used during that time. I will put out a video showing exactly what I did during my regimen, but I just wanted to talk through it in this video for you because sometimes we really just need for it to be hammered into our head multiple times, sometimes by multiple different people, just so it can click, you know? Okay, so in terms of my regimen, so first and foremost, what I'm doing right now, pre-poo. I have to tell you how much pre-pooing has really helped me get my hair to a point where it's not super duper tingled every single wash day. I pre-pooed with Giovanni Smooth as Silk conditioner. So this is a regular conditioner. I get this from Whole Foods. I'll have everything detailed down below, but so this is the first step of my regimen. After I pre-poo and I detangled, and I usually detangle, let me see, with a wide tooth comb. I have tried multiple different things as you guys have seen, but what I always gravitate back towards is my wide tooth comb. So you have to use it? No. Again, find what works for your hair. So pre-poo and detangle. Then we move on to shampoo. I have extremely dry scalp sometimes, especially in the winter time. It is so bad to the point where I just scratch my scalp so much it gives me scabs. Because of that, a good shampoo honestly that I've used is Selsun Blue. Again, this is what worked for me, the medicated one. This really helps to keep the flakes at bay, to help cleanse my hair entirely. If this is too strong for you, I have also done Shea Moisture's Baobab and Tea Tree Oil's low porosity protein free shampoo. So this is also a really good one because it has tea tree oil and spearmint extract, which really helps to give you a nice little tingle on the scalp so that your hair feels just like super duper cleansed. And this one doesn't make my hair fro strips. This one does, but this one doesn't. But I like them both. But again, shampoo. So pre-poo, shampoo. Then I deep condition. I don't really own conditioners like that. I mean, I just bought the Melanin hair care conditioner, but I use it for like I'm doing right now. I use it for a Prepoo. I'll also use it for a leave-in. I think that is really great. But moving on, then I deep condition. I have deep conditioned for months with the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask. I've mentioned it before. If I'm blowing out my hair, I will do this before. Another deep conditioner, because I want to give you guys options, okay? I want to give you options. The Main Choice Deep Strengthening and Restorative Mask Treatment. If you do feel like you need to condition before you deep condition, do that. For me, I just didn't feel like I needed to. So after I deep condition, I rinsed it out. Now it is time for me to style my hair. So in the past, I've used this as a leave-in. This is a conditioner. Again, for those of you who are silicone weary, this doesn't have any silicones in it. If you're not, you don't even have to worry about that. I can avoid silicones from time to time. I'd be like, not feeling you this week, but I'm not adverse to using silicones. Just make sure you have a really good shampoo to wash them out. Okay, so that's one of the leave-ins that I've used. Another really good leave-in, so this one, I got it from Target. This one, no I didn't. This one I got from Whole Foods. This one I also got from Whole Foods. It's the Alba Botanica leave-in conditioner. It's like a really nice thick white cream. Usually for water, so I do the LCO method. So just backtrack, usually I just do water in my hair when I'm styling. You can do water, aloe vera juice, you know, whatever suits your fancy. Again, find what works for you. Okay, and then in terms of sealants, I will use my oil mixture. So this is just a little bottle that I purchased from the beauty supply store. It was probably like $2 or $3, and I'll actually just show you like how much I'll put. So it'll just be like a little bit like that, and then I'll just rub it in just like that. And I usually do my edges maybe like every day or every other day. I don't wear shower caps when I take a shower, so sometimes my edges do get wet, and in that case I'll just put my oils on. It just helps to keep my edges from going like dry and like white, because that has happened to me in the past. So what is in here is a mix of different oils. You can put any oil that suits your fancy. What works for me in here is castor oil, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, and olive oil. So I don't know if you can see it, but it has the ounces right up here, and I just fill it about an ounce for each oil. And then if I am putting my hair in twists and I'm keeping it in for a week, I do want it to stay relatively frizz-free, and I'll just put a light gel on it. So this is the Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Jelly. I really like this one for my twists. It doesn't leave them feeling hard. They look nice and juicy after I use it. So after I do my liquid, cream, and oil, then I'll just put this over top of it, and then that's it. That's my wash day routine for the week. So I do that on Sunday, and then I would leave my hair in for the week, oiling maybe every other day depending on how maybe flaky you see your scalp is. For the next Sunday after that, I just take my twists down one at a time, re-moisturize. I'll omit the oil depending on how my hair feels. So that's a total of 2 weeks. And then the Sunday after that, so the third Sunday, is when I would wash my hair. So first Sunday, wash my hair. Second Sunday, just re-moisturize. Third Sunday, wash the hair, and then just keep repeating like that. So that was like my regimen for a straight 6 months, and I saw a lot of growth during that time. For me, protective styling was twists. For you, protective styling could definitely be twists, braids with braiding hair, crochet, wigs, the works. Again, find what works best for you and what you can work easily into your schedule. Another thing that I have to say is to take care of your scalp. Our scalps are what grows our hair. So if your scalp is gunky, is dry and itchy, flakes are falling, that is not a conducive environment to follicular growth, to growing your hair. So in that case, definitely take care of your scalp. Make sure that you are clarifying your scalp as much as you need. Pay attention to your scalp. For me, my regimen was I would wash my hair basically every other week. If that is not enough for you, if you find that your scalp is a bit itchier throughout the week, definitely try to cleanse your scalp more often. So maybe every week as opposed to every other week. Sometimes I know a lot of people also like to co-wash. Just be careful with that. Sometimes we definitely just need for our scalps to be cleansed with a good shampoo, and then we just don't notice it. So again, just take care of your scalp and just make sure that you provide a thriving environment for your hair to grow out of. All right, so that was a really quick tip. Okay, next tip, change your wash day mindset. So I know a lot of people go into their wash day dreading it, and I've done that in the past. I've gotten so mad at my tangles that I literally just ripped out my hair. Like just Did that help me in the long run? No, it didn't. It actually made me really sad because I'm just like, okay, well, why is it that my hair is getting like this? And it's because throughout the week, perhaps you were just doing something wrong. Maybe you didn't sleep with your bonnet on. Maybe you left your hair out for way longer than you should have, which is what I've done in the past. Having patience with your hair in the long run is gonna save you a lot of frustration. The most time-consuming thing for me, obviously, is pre-pooing and detangling. I feel like a lot of the times, for me, I take about an hour and sometimes more just to detangle my hair. If it's super tangly, I'll definitely take more than that. And I know for a lot of people that sounds like a lot of time. I get that, I really, really do. But at the same time, if you're out here, you're binge watching shows on Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Disney Plus, while you're binge watching, just detangle your hair. You know, like, it can be just so easy. Just change your mindset, realize that there are things that you can do to make wash day a bit easier on yourself so that you're not dreading the whole experience, because then that could just lead to you being frustrated, which could lead to you ripping out your hair, which could lead to you being even more frustrated, you thinking that your hair isn't growing. It's growing, you're just not retaining length because you're ripping it out, right? So just make sure that you're trying to be as gentle, careful, and patient with your hair as possible, and try to work in your wash day to your regularly scheduled program so that it isn't something that you feel like you're going out of your way to like do. And another thing, like I said before, pre-pooing, what I'm doing right now, can definitely help to save you a lot of frustration during wash day. I find that if I just go straight in with shampooing, my hair just gets super tangled to where it's basically impossible for me to detangle my hair. So definitely try to find ways for you to minimize the amount of hair that you're ripping out during your wash day. And I'll actually show you, I have it. So this right here, if I take my time to detangle my hair, this is how much hair I would lose. A little bit more than this on average, but this was a really good pre-poo session for me, and I just really wanted to show you guys, like, I saved it and I wanted to show you how much hair I lost, which is virtually nothing. Another really important thing, learn your hair. Pay attention to your hair. Sometimes our hair doesn't like certain products because, you know, we find that it irritates our scalp. Pay attention to that. Sometimes our hair doesn't like certain oils. Some people say that coconut oil feels like they're putting a protein on their hair and it makes it feel dry and brittle. Pay attention to that. I think that a lot of times we go and we use products for a prolonged period of time and we don't really listen to our hair and what it's telling us, that, okay, like, I don't like this, you know what I mean? And like, because we just feel, oh, well, you know, so-and-so, I watch her and she really likes it and she uses it and she swears by it. That doesn't mean that it's gonna work for your hair, right? So like, if your hair is dry and brittle one day, you could say, okay, great, I know my hair is dry and brittle. Typically that means that I need to deep condition. Or my hair is like gummy and stretching crazy, and that could mean that you need to do a protein treatment. Usually for me, a really good protein treatment that I would do is Apogee, and that's pretty strong treatment, so I wouldn't say I recommend it for everybody. I have tried this one out. So this is the Apogee 2-step. It's more of a gel, this one, so it's not like running down your hair, running down your back. While the bottles do look small, this is more than enough for my hair. So you do step 1, you follow it up with step 2, and then I also have a balancing and moisturizing conditioner from Apogee, so I'll also just do this so that I can make sure my hair is nice, soft, conditioned, and everything, and neutralized and everything like that. The next tip is to trim, dust, or search and destroy. Get a really good pair of scissors. These ones I just got from Target. They're sharp. I don't use them for anything else apart from my hair, because if you use dull scissors, they can definitely give you split ends and you do not want that. These weren't expensive at all. I think they were just like 10 bucks. When I am detangling my hair, a lot of the times I will feel a lot of tangles. Sometimes I can work the tangles out with a conditioner that has a good slip, with an oil that has good slip, but sometimes you just need to cut that bad boy out. Definitely try to pick them out, you know, save as much hair as possible. But in terms of like fairy knots and split ends, those are things that you definitely just have to cut out of your hair. They're not gonna get better, they're just gonna get worse, and they're just gonna tangle your hair even more. So just cut them out, sis. Just cut them out. Just cut them out. It'll save you length in the long run if you see anything that just cannot be salvaged. Just snip it out. Listen to your hair. If I'm going through my hair and it's taking a bit longer to comb it, or while I'm trying to braid it down, so like if I'm doing cornrows or something, it's giving me a tougher time, then I know I probably have to do a deeper trim. But every time that I'm like pre-pooing, if I see fairy knots, if I see split ends, I'm cutting them away. And that's every time I pre-poo. Again, find what works for you. Another really important thing that I found that I used to do, kind of dropped off and started doing again, write down products that work for you, that do not work for you, why they work for you, and things like that. Because in the long run, you can definitely see whether or not there are certain products that contain certain ingredients that work for your hair really well or don't work for you at all. Sometimes people really like, you know, glycerin. Other people hate glycerin. Some people don't mind silicone. Some people really hate silicones. If it is really hard for you to pinpoint exactly what may be causing you trouble during your wash day, it's also a really good time just to write things down every wash day. For me, I write down the shampoo I use, the conditioner, the deep conditioner, the leave-in, especially now that I'm like experimenting like with more things. I write down a list, and I usually put this in my calendar, so it's super simple to just like search up if I need to, like on my computer or on my phone. They're synced up, so also that. But you can just definitely like see, okay, so this is the time that I did this wash day and my hair was doing really well. I also note like how nice I perceived my hair to look, to feel, and things like that. So I'll also note and jot that down. Your notes don't have to be extensive as mine, but just like a general, a basic, like, okay, really like this product, really like that product. This product didn't really do well for me. Rather than like you like mentally trying to like keep in what products work for you and which didn't, and then like years down the line you're just like, oh, I stopped using this product but I completely forgot why. It's on your computer, it's on your phone, it's in your notes. You have like a record of what worked for you and what didn't, just so that you don't repeat products and waste money on products that you tried in the past but just didn't work out for you. Or just so that you can have a list of products that could be your go-to. I have a go-to this, I have a go-to that. And I would definitely say do try to have a variety, because sometimes ingredients can change or your hair can get used to a product. And it doesn't really take that much time. We're always on our phones anyways, so that is something that's super easy that you can just work right into your regimen. Okay, another thing. I do not take hair supplements. I have taken hair supplements in the past, and I have taken a slew of supplements. So I've taken things like hair, skin, and nails. I've taken biotin. I've taken, I honestly, I can't even tell you. I've taken them so long ago, I don't really remember them all, but I don't take them. And I don't take them because personally, for me, they give me migraines. Now, I know that some people swear by like hair vitamins. My body just does not like them. It's like an overload. Even with like a regular dosage every day, too much. I've done every other day. I've done every 3 days, and I just cannot do them. So that is not something that I have done throughout my journey to help me grow my hair. But if it works for you, if it doesn't, realize that that's something that you don't necessarily need just to have optimal hair growth. And because of that, maintain a healthy diet. I make sure that I have a good amount of protein. You can search it up, how much you weigh, how much protein you need. Protein helps to, you know, replenish our hair strands. Maintain a healthy diet, because that will definitely help. And always remember, your hair growth really comes from the inside out. If you're nourishing your body on the inside, it will reflect on your outside. Step that I have for you guys is not to stress about it. When I did my regimen, that was the least amount of stress that I've had surrounding my hair in years. I've mentioned this before. When I get really stressed, one thing that goes first and foremost is my hair. But then I always live to regret it. And so because of that, that is what prompted me to say, okay, if I am stressed, let me try to not even have to think about my hair. And that's when I started with my regimen. And I would just do that, and I wouldn't even really have to think about it. I didn't stress over it. It was just something that I would do, and I knew I would do every Sunday, and that was it. And also could just be a time where you take out for yourself. You make yourself feel better. It's like a pamper day for you. Just think of it like that. Again, change your mindset. If you are on a healthy hair journey, always remember, stressing about it is not what's going to help you. And to be completely honest, when I first started the year of just protective styling, I promised myself I didn't do it for growth. Growth was definitely like, oh, okay, that's great. Like, that's a great byproduct of it. And I said, okay, I'm just going to make it easier on myself, put my hair in protective styles, and not think about it. I wouldn't have to think about my hair for the entire week. Yeah, I'd like grease my scalp from time to time, but really that was it. Maybe I'll spray my hair down. But again, it just comes so naturally. Realize that the more you do it, the less you kind of think about it, and the easier it becomes overall. So throughout that year, I wasn't even really paying attention to how long my hair was getting. It's not breaking off like crazy. It's not super dry or anything like that. And I was just like, okay, great. another week down. And there were times where I definitely sipped up. Maybe one Sunday I really just wasn't feeling like it, and so I pushed it off to like Monday or Tuesday. But for the most part, always snap yourself back into it. It's kind of like exercising, and it also helps just to have somebody there with you. Back in the day when I was in high school, I had my best friend and we would do our hair together, and that really did help. As you get older, sometimes you just don't have that, and so this is what we're for, right? Like this is exactly actually what we're, girl, I'm your bestie that's gonna tell you that you can do it, okay? Like, I'm so serious. Like, I am so thankful for having things like the natural hair community here on YouTube, because that was motivation to me. So I definitely really want to help to encourage you guys. Will your hair end up looking like mine? No. Will your hair end up looking like your other favorite YouTubers or your friend down the block? No. But at the same time, realize what maximum length, maximum health looks like for you, and just try not to get discouraged. If I can actually stick, because I am not a regimented person at all, like at all. I have faith in you, and I promise we gonna get through this. We gonna get through this. Okay, before I go, actually, one more tip. Make sure that you aren't using hard water on your hair. There have been people who've definitely said that they have witnessed hair loss due to using hard water. Hard water is just water with a lot of minerals in it. You can test your water with strips to see whether or not it's hard. You can kind of just look at like your faucets, your dishes, all around the spout of the shower head to see if there's like a white residue that's left. For me, I think that it's beneficial to get a filter. I'd rather just be safe than sorry. I also spray my hair with only filtered water. I have a filter attached to my shower head. It really wasn't that expensive. I've been using it for since the 1st of January, and now it's almost end of February, and I can definitely say that I feel like my skin feels less dry, that my scalp feels less dry ever since I used it. And anything that I can do to save a few strands, I will do it. There are also a whole bunch of other people, especially on YouTube, who are in the natural hair community, who definitely do suggest getting a shower filter. So it definitely might be something of benefit to you. And for me, it was a really great investment. So these are my tips for how I helped myself to maintain my length. There are a bunch of other tips and tricks that you can find on the internet, but these are generally what helped me out. Hopefully you can find something in this video to help you out in your day-to-day. And yeah, that's about it. I barely pre-pooed my hair today. I was just so very focused on the chit chat. But I'm gonna go ahead, finish pre-pooing my hair off camera, or else I just won't finish it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.